would like to welcome you to the Bee's Knees Bookish Corner. This Booktube channel is an extension of my blog, the Bee's Knees Bookish Corner, which is where I've been blogging for a couple years, and I've been a fan of Booktube as well for a few years now. So why bother with this channel when you have a plethora of other Booktube channels out there to choose from? I myself am a fan of dozens and have subscribed to dozens of Booktube channels. Well, in addition to being an avid reader, I am also a library and information science graduate student, and as such, I have learned to look at books not just as the at the printed page, but how did that page come to be printed? How were books bound in the 1800s? What is the difference between a font and a different font? Why is there a foredge, for instance? What is a foredge? And I was also an English major during my undergrad with a concentration in literature, just broad concentration in literature. So I've studied literature from all walks of life, medieval literature, African American literature, books written in all different decades. So I think I'd bring a different perspective, and I would like people to be able to look at books the way that I look at books. It's not just a pretty cover, which covers, I swoon over beautiful covers just like anybody else. But I think that books should be read analytically too. And that means, reading a book and understanding it from the perspective of the author. When did he or she write the book? What was the political climate like? What was the economy like? Was there a war going on? What motivated the author to write that book? And I just think that if we were to look at books that way, there would be a lot less censorship if you could understand why a book was written. It is not all about your own personal opinion and what you find offensive. So, anyway, get off my soapbox. I would also like to demonstrate to people who are learning a new hobby that it isn't just, pick up your paintbrush or pick up your chef's knife and pick up your pencil or your mouse and your keyboard and automatically know what you're doing. I find it very discouraging when I see fellow hand letters who call themselves beginners and their work looks very finished and polished and professional, and I just compare myself to them and I'm in awe of their ability, and it makes me feel inadequate. And that's unfair. It's unfair to myself. I shouldn't compare myself to other people, and I want other people to think that too, or understand that too. And so I'm going to take you on my journey, learning how to hand letter, learning how to watercolor, learning how to use brush markers and sketching. And you're occasionally going to hear my dog bark. And you might hear a cat crawl across my desk. I have 3 cats and 1 dog, and 2 daughters and a husband, so my house can be a little chaotic. Welcome to it. Welcome to my channel. I hope that everybody will be kind. I appreciate constructive criticism. I reserve the right to delete any comment that makes me uncomfortable. And please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope that you enjoy this journey as much as I am enjoying my journey of learning how to be an artist. And I use that word very loosely because I feel like I'm insulting every artist that's ever walked the face of the earth to try and include myself in the same category. But I also hope you'll enjoy hearing my thoughts on books and help me step outside of my comfort zone where that's concerned too. So thank you for being patient and kind and welcoming, and have a fabulous day.